Good morning, grade 6. Welcome back to grade 6 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? So in the previous class, we learned the topic estimation. I hope you all are clear with that topic. So today, we'll be doing the questions from exercise 1.4, which covers the topic estimation. So you can turn to page number 10 in your textbook. Let me read out the first question to you. Round off the given numbers to the nearest tens, hundreds, thousands and 10,000s. So you can see a table here. A few numbers are given in the table. For each of these numbers given in the table, you have to find out the approximate value or the estimated value when you round it off to the nearest tens, hundreds, thousands and 10,000s. So we'll see the example of the first number, 5,892. And what do you get when you round it off to the nearest 10? See, the rounding digit is the tens digit, which is 9. To the right of it you have 2, which is less than 5. So you can leave the rounded digit as it is and change the digits to its right to 0. So what do you get? What you get is 5,890. So 5,892 rounded off to the nearest tens give you 5,890. What if this is rounded off to the nearest hundreds? Here in this case, the rounded digit is the hundreds digit, which is 8 here, and to the right you have the digit 9, which is more than 5. So you have to add 1 to the rounding digit. That is, you have to add 1 to 8 and change the digits to its right to zeros. So this becomes 0 here in both the tens and ones places. So what do you get when you round off this number to the nearest hundreds? This 8 becomes 9 and to the right you get zeros. So it becomes 5,900. And what if it is rounded off to the nearest thousands? In that case, the rounded digit is the thousands digit. To the right you have 8. And since it is more than 5, we are supposed to add 1 to the rounded digit. So this 5 becomes 6 and the digits to its right becomes zeros. So 5,892 rounded off to the nearest thousands give you 6,000. Now what do we get when we round this off to the nearest 10,000s? So here we don't have the 10,000s digit, so you can take that as 0. So the rounding digit here is 0. To the right of it you have 5. So you are supposed to add 1 to the rounded digit. So this 0 becomes 1 and all the digits to its right becomes zeros. So what do you get? You get 10,000. So I hope this is clear to you. Similarly, you have to round off the rest of the numbers given in the table. And we can move on to the next question. Estimate the following by rounding off both the numbers to the nearest thousands. And you have a set of 4 questions in this. The first one, 825 plus 932. You are asked to find out the estimate by rounding off to the nearest thousands. So here in this case 825, the thousands digit is 0. So when you round it off, let's see the digit to the right, it is 8. So you have to add 1 to this 0. So here it becomes 1. To the right, the digits are changed to 1000. And here in 932 also the rounded digit, the thousands digit is 0. To the right you have 9. So add 1 to 0, which gives you 1 here, and to the right the digits are changed to zeros. So these numbers when rounded off to the nearest thousands give you 1000 here and 1000 here as well. So the estimated sum is equal to 1000 plus 1000, which is equal to 2000. Now there is one more example. Now question B is also about addition. You can do that yourself in your notebook. Now let's see question C. 3,796 minus 882. So this number here, let's see what you get when you round it off to the nearest thousands. The rounded digit, which is the thousands digit, is 3. And to the right you have 9, which is more than 5. So add 1 to the rounded digit. So this 3 becomes 4. To the right the digits are changed to zeros. And here in 882, here also the thousands digit is 0. To the right you have 8. So add 1 to this thousands digit or 0. You get 1 here. The rest of the digits are changed to zeros. So, the estimated difference is equal to 4000 minus 1000, which is equal to 3000. Hope this is clear to you. There is one more question, question D, which one is about addition. You have to round off those two numbers also to the nearest thousands and then find the estimated sum. Let's see the third question. Give a rough estimate by rounding off to the nearest hundreds and also a closer estimate by rounding off to the nearest tens for the following. And you have a set of 4 questions there also. Let's take the example of the first question. 215 plus 395 plus 4776. Let's first calculate the rough estimate, that is by rounding off to the nearest hundreds. So, 215 rounded off to the nearest hundreds give you 200, 395 rounded off to the nearest hundreds give you 400 and 4776 rounded off to the nearest hundreds give you 4800. So, what is the estimated sum in this case? The rough estimate is equal to 200 plus 400 plus 4800, which is equal to 5400. We need to find out the closer estimate also. For that, we need to round up each of these numbers here to the nearest tens. So, 215 rounded off to the nearest tens give you 220. 395 rounded off to the nearest tens give you 400 and 4776 rounded off to the nearest tens give you 4780. Now, the closer estimate here is equal to this 220 plus 400 plus 4780, that is equal to 5400 itself. Hope this is clear to you. Rest of the questions from the set you have to complete yourself in your notebook. The fourth question, estimate the following products to thee, and you can see a set of 3 questions there. The first set of question you have to find out by rounding off to the nearest tens. In the second case, you have to round off to the nearest hundreds, whereas in the third case, you have to round off to the nearest thousands. Let's take the example of the first one, 62 into 49. Here you have to find out the estimated product by rounding off to the nearest tens. So, 62 rounded off to the nearest tens will give you how much? Gives you 60. And 49 rounded off to the nearest tens will give you 50. So, what is the product? The estimated product will be equal to 60 into 50, that is equal to 3000. Similarly, you have to find the estimated products of the other 2 cases as well. So, children, I hope how to go about these questions is clear to you. You have to work out these questions yourself in your notebook and complete your notes. In the same page, page number 10, below this exercise, you will be able to see the heading HOTS. These are high order thinking skills questions. Have a look at them, go through each question carefully and try to work it out in your notebook. So, you have to complete the exercise questions as well as the questions under the HOTS section. So, this is your homework for the day. Make sure you complete it in time and submit it through Microsoft Teams. So, that's all for today, children. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, bye.